Hello. Welcome everyone to the finale of Season 4. Can you believe it? Freak, man, this is insane! So sorry that it took so long to get this episode up. We recorded it super late on Friday night, and I've been slammed with work, and it took forever to finish it. It's almost 2 hours. It's an hour and 40 minutes, so it's the longest episode of the season, and it just took forever. So much going on. This episode was super great, so much fun to record. Julz from the Fate of Isen is joining us in this episode, and she is so hilarious. A lot of fun to record with her. As you know, because this is the season finale, we are going to have our question and answer session in our next episode, which we'll be recording on October 22nd. So if you have any questions, please send them in. I know that I've got some questions after this episode, and I'm sure that you guys will have some as well. We'll be recording our one-shot mini-series in the game Afterlife in the upcoming weeks, and that should also be a blast. The players participating in that game will be Ty, Danny from Season 1, Nick, Rebecca, and me. It's a pretty unique game that seems like a lot of fun. After Afterlife, Ty will take the reins as the GM and guide us in the campaign of Wrath and Glory, a brilliant game set in the Warhammer world. If you're listening to this episode on Thursday, we're starting our 2-year anniversary giveaway tomorrow on Friday, which will run through the end of the month. Please check out our social media for details on that. Thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon, Brad, Julz, and our new friend, Stephen Greenwood. You guys are the charge to our battery. If any of you are interested in our homebrew content, check out our Patreon page where we post custom, new, and private homebrew content to our patrons. Please recommend us, rate us, and tell everybody about this show that you meet and encounter and love and dislike, and just anybody that you can. Just tell, spread the word. It'll be a perfect part for them to jump in because we're starting a new season. They don't have to listen to the previous stuff to understand what's going on. And finally, thank you so much to our musicians who provided us with music in this episode. Specifically, thank you to Odonis, Chasms, DJ Williams, Quincas Moreira, Silent Partner, TrackTribe, Density and Time, and of course, Gunnar Olsen. You guys are great. Anyway, let's get to the episode.
Welcome everyone to the Role Playing Guys, and welcome to Corpori-A, episode 11, the finale, I believe, barring any
second time filming the whole thing.
Audacity was being dumb. Anyway, but yes, I am Nick, the GM. With me is Rebecca playing the character of Elle.
Hey everyone.
Tyler as Scotty Madigan.
Hello again, listeners.
Brianna as Britta.
Okay, I'm paying attention now.
Spencer as Robert.
You got my name right.
And we're very pleased to have Julz with us as a guest player today, playing the character of Ysera Marigold. So, again, so sorry about that, the missed audio thing. Tyler, please recap, if you would, the juicy details.
In past audio. Just kidding. Here we go. So basically what happened is Britta got out of corporate punishment, so she got captured 2 episodes ago. And she was able to bamboozle Jeremy Lee into letting her do social media for Bastion to gain popularity for them in return of not to be a slave to the corporation.
I was just way too annoying.
Yeah, that was mostly it. I think he was just tired of working with her, so he just gave in. Right? Oh. So then she came back to Valiant. We met up with Arthur, Lance, and Guinevere. And Merlin and Nimue, they told us that there was a giant flux anomaly in a cathedral in the Salt Lake or the Utah Megalopolis area. So we were sent to investigate it, and Arthur was all gung-ho, like, "Oh, I'm Arthur, I can do this." No, he couldn't. And so we all come together to push down the door. And
I know how to do this.
I know how to open doors. Push. Push. And so we bust open the door as a team. And we enter in and we find Guinevere is there amongst all the cultists doing the ritual. And he's like, holy crap, what are you doing here? And she's like, it's me, your sister. And stabs him, chops off his head. And we're all just like, what the
Didn't
fetch?
he say brother?
Yeah, nobody reacted. Everybody just sits there, just like.
Everyone's like, what?
I mean,
This is fine.
Mark on Twitter, Mark Clemens made a joke about that. How I said like if you want to do something, interrupt me, and no one did. So
And Nick just keeps going.
well, like
everybody's just like,
I felt like I
stab him.
I
Then
felt like I was
chop his
going
head
slow
off.
enough to allow for whatever.
You were. Everyone was just kind of in shock, which is a legit reaction.
I think that would be a legit reaction. Of what
Yeah.
So if I can finish, basically with Arthur's death, I think that was like the final thing to do the ceremony, and I think we're screwed. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Can anyone else hear Julz? I'm not hearing her.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just not talking.
Yeah.
I did have myself on mute
I think-
again before because I was eating again. So, I'm
Oh, I can cut that. Don't worry about that.
Spencer can fix it in post, even though he doesn't usually fix things that I say he'll fix in post.
Yeah, it's so true though.
I'll fix that in post. Don't worry. I'll make sure. See, you guys talking bad about me, I think that's something that needs to be fixed.
Do you know
You don't blaspheme.
Do you know what I'm really upset about being live with you guys? Like I'm so excited to be here and be live with you guys and be playing a game with like one of my favorite podcasts. It's like fangirl moment. But I don't get to hear hello, hello, hello because that happens in post. And I feel like just for me, you need to say it live. Just for me.
Live? Oh man, I don't know that I can do that. I'll have to channel my Jim Carrey. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes!
And that's the best I can do.
And now Spencer gets inspiration. Still not a thing in the game.
On his next D&D campaign, he can use
hello,
inspiration.
Pretty sure that was in the last audio too, wasn't it? So, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. It is still recording. Paranoid now.
Yeah, can we double check? All right, let's start this up. I shoot all of the cultists, and we close the portal. There we go.
Nice.
so-
Game over.
So, as I said before, this episode is going to be a little bit different because this is the anomaly that is meant to begin the process of the forces of chaos coming in from other like strange dimensions, starting to flood in. As soon as the ritual is complete with the death of King Arthur, you see Morgan Le Fay, who you thought was Guinevere. She called herself Gwen Wright, but she was actually Morgan Le Fay.
She was so
she is
Gwen
holding-
wrong.
Hey! She's holding the head of King Arthur as well as the Excalibur, and Arthur's dead eyes and Excalibur are glowing with a strange, ominous light. And the anomaly looks kind of like a black hole. It's just like pulsing and making a lot more noise. And you hear a lot of thunder, and outside the sky is getting dark and gray. And Morgan is just cackling at this point. The cathedral is crumbling, and Morgan uses this time to she instructs her cultists to run to find shelter or something. Essentially what I'm getting at is that with the cathedral crumbling, all of you would what do you do actually?
Oh man. Oh man. Robert is backing up.
Can we attempt to shoot Morgan?
Anyone who wants to can take one shot before she runs out of sight. For now, you will see her later. Trust me.
Let's see if Scotty can pull out old Smokey fast enough.
13.
Oh, that's a nuggets. I got a 10 with my rifle.
You actually got to hit her.
Oh, yes.
Wait, which one of us?
Oh, well, I heard Tyler first.
Oh, I got a 13.
Okay, well, let me roll for that one as well.
I did it!
You also get to hit her.
Suck it.
Nice. We're killing it at the beginning.
Ooh.
And it's only downhill from here.
It's a gentleman's 15.
Good gravy.
That's 21 damage for Tyler.
Oof. Wow.
What?
I rolled 2 8s and a 5.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled. Jeez.
And Morgan's dead. There we go.
No. Like you
So is Arthur.
You nail her good in the shoulder blades, but she ducks behind a pillar and runs away and runs out.
Wait,
And,
who got which shoulder blade?
We hit both shoulder blades at the same time.
Simultaneous blading.
I'll say you both get her in like the left shoulder.
She's like running with like both her arms, just like just
Like
totally
in her
live
back,
noodle.
whatever. Like, yeah. But
That's how I run.
the four of you run out of the crumbling cathedral chapel place. Let's see. So you can see Morgan again with the head and with the sword. She's standing on top of a car, and like from where she's standing, very swift corrosive effect on the car is spreading across it. And you see corruption and chaos and decay seems to emanate from her, and also everywhere you see all these creatures, all these demons, all these cryptids, fluxed humans that seem to be rushing in support of her, causing panic in the streets. And so what's going to happen at this point is, like I said, there's a fun little abbreviated mass battle option that I think would be fun to try here before you get to face Morgan again. She's hiding behind hordes of the forces of chaos that she's finally let in at this point.
Red eye.
So what's going to happen?
I need a minute.
Are you streaming this? Holy
just
mother,
died.
this is insane.
They might have an army, but we have a lance. Where's Lance?
So actually, that brings up something important. So throughout this adventure, there have been several choices that are presented to you guys, and those choices affect what is in this deck. So basically, how this works is I have a deck full of the creatures you're going to be fighting through. I've given a second deck to Rebecca. We're basically going to be playing a classic game of war, where we each play a card at the same time. The higher value wins. If her value wins, then you guys like knock it away easily. If my value wins, then one of you needs you guys need to choose one of you, and there's going to be a single exchange of blows. Either way, like they're going to get lost in the crowd, but you might get damaged because of it. And you're going to keep going.
Sacrifice one of your teammates.
And we're going to keep going until we reach the end of the deck, which has a Queen of Hearts at the end, representing Morgan.
This is epic. Elle, beat Morgan.
So you're going through 52 cards?
They're going to be... actually, so some of the decisions you made say that I'm going to be removing some cards.
It's about 48.
I'm going to tell you what the decisions were. First of all, you may remember Mr. Ralph Emerson of Quest magazine.
My hero.
He gave you the option of whether to have him focus on the deeds that you specifically, the Night Watch, are doing for Utah Megalopolis, or the general values of the Knight's Code. You chose to have him write stories specifically on what you guys are doing. Now, what that has done, is that there's been a general like pressure, like more people know you, the Night Watch team, Corpori-A, but there's also a bit of pressure, like why aren't they fixing more problems? What's going on? Like that, it's kind of like when a superhero, like Superman or whatever, is fixing problems, and people are like, why can't he be everywhere at once? If you had chosen like the more like promoting the values of the Knight's Code, then people would have been inspired by the publication, and there would be a group of civilians with improvised weapons to attack Morgan's forces. I would have taken out a 10 and a jack, but not this time.
I told you
The
guys
second-
to do it.
I voted
knew we'd
for
choose all the
value.
wrong ones.
Well, it looks like we're fighting the whole force of chaos by
No,
ourselves.
there's a
We
couple
deserve
more.
it. We're rotten.
There's a couple more. There's a couple more here. this has to do with the ring that you found with the mummy, right? The ring disabled enchantments, right? You guys chose to keep it.
Elle just runs in front of us holding her hands out.
Lord of the Rings Ghost Army.
You guys now know that Gwen Wright was actually Morgan Le Fay, and Lancelot thought she was Guinevere. And so you could infer that Morgan has been enchanting Lancelot. If he had the ring, he might have been more able to.
We made every wrong decision.
Not really, actually. No.
We really did.
We shouldn't have given Elle the sword either.
Actually, that was good. The final thing was, if the PCs allowed Mordred to remain in power, like, you didn't, like, dethrone him or anything. You didn't cause enough chaos to, like, destroy Bastion in your short interaction with him. So, in defense of the city, there are Bastion forces that are, like, having a heyday in all of this. So, what that means is, oh, by the way, if Lancelot came to help, then I would have removed Jack, Queen, and King, and Ace. But with Bastion's help, I'm removing an Ace, a King, a Queen, and a Joker.
Wow.
Why is Bastion helping?
What is a Joker?
Is it led by Britta?
Yeah, my pimply minions.
Is
So
Azio
some of the-
with
I'll
us?
get you all day.
Is Azio helping out?
Azio is helping out, yeah, part of the Blackguard. So some of the more powerful minions are being taken care of. There are still some left in there. But
It's time to duel.
by the way, before we do this
Heart
as
of the
well,
cards.
while you're out on the streets, there's a curious and persistent, but also very entertaining journalist that notices you guys. Like, she's heard of you. She's noticed you as Team Corpori-A.
Is she?
And that is what?
Is she a reporter for Ralph Emerson?
No, actually.
Does she work for Quest?
I work for The Query, which is totally different.
The Quest magazine is the best magazine. That's their phrase.
Yes, but we're The Query, and we actually look into things. So,
Oh.
Quest
I
looks
like
so
her.
deeply into things, they find things that you don't see. They're
Okay.
the 99% invisible.
There's-
of the
Robert
future.
shouting across the battlefield.
Yes.
yeah, they're so busy chasing a lead, they don't actually think to ask more questions about it. Like,
But
why
they
are
gave
they,
a salt day.
why are they talking about you so much in the media? That's gotta be a thing. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna find out what this is about.
Well, hopefully you're packing some heat.
salt day because of Quest.
Robert, we're not going to have another salt day unless we start fighting these monsters.
Another salt day.
I don't
Robert,
even get
fight for Salt
day
Day.
off. I don't even care.
That's because you work for a hack magazine.
It's a paper, not a magazine. We're
Even
more
Valiant gives a salt
eco-friendly.
day off.
Even Bastion.
Even Bastion.
Guys, I think we have bigger problems right now than fighting with bystanders.
I don't know. We're debating. This is debating
Robert,
literature.
Robert, you never argue with reporters. Say, I love reporters, and they will give you good coverage, okay?
I'm already clothed.
She could be a chaos. She could be a creature of chaos.
That apple didn't last long.
Nope.
Yeah, it also may not be obvious at first, but Ysera Marigold, the journalist, does actually have a few flux tricks up her sleeve as well. So when the time comes that that my card is higher than Rebecca's, like, you can choose one of you 5 to fight whatever it is.
We'll bring you on as an
Whatever
intern.
cryptid.
Yes,
so-
Sarah, I'm ready for my
Here we go.
close-up about how I feel about Arthur's death. I'm ready. Let me wipe this tear away.
You see Ysera look kind of at the pen that she's got in her hand, sort of wave it a little bit, like, and you notice it's made of wood and it looks suspiciously wandy.
Ooh.
I know one of those.
She wiggles it for a bit and she's like, in a minute, because we're surrounded right now.
You're
Right.
so
So here we
observant.
So let's go ahead and start this, and we'll do this relatively quickly until we get, like, again, where I win one of them. So here we go.
Just win everything.
Sorry, guys.
5 and 5.
Ooh, ties.
Let's see. Didn't actually talk about
Rock, paper,
ties.
scissors.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
think
Roll
I'm
a
pretty sure
D6.
ties go
Roll
to
it.
L.
Since she is the aggressor.
I'm not like we're
Roll a
biased,
D6.
but Elle wins.
One more time. So I did roll higher. So this is a sanguivore. This is one of those vampiric cryptids, and you've seen them before. Like, but this one is particularly tough. So which one of you wants to do a blow against him?
Who is the strongest?
Oh.
I'll go.
Ow!
Oh, mother hen, go for it.
Elle, give
Okay,
him
what-
hell.
Fight!
Okay.
Ow!
What is L's initiative?
Make Elle fight all of
My
them.
initiative is 4.
Okay, so actually he gets to go first.
Uh-oh.
Roll deafness plus athletics. So he's gonna try to reach towards you and try to bite you, basically.
He suck your blood.
He got a 7, so you dodge. Now
Oh,
you
wait.
go-
I get a roll again because that was a 6.
So yeah, so you dodge. Now go ahead and you duck out of the way and you deal a blow to him.
It's like I forgot how to play. That was a 15.
You hit.
Oh, yes.
So that you don't need to do damage.
Okay.
So you hit, and he's like, oh, and kind of gets lost in the crowd. So,
Onward.
next one. I got a king, and she got a 2.
Oh, no.
All right, so who wants to? Let's see. This one will be. Ooh, this is a particularly beefy chimera. This is like a.
I fought the last one, guys. It's someone else's turn now.
Strangely enough, this is actually like half strong woman, half rhino, for some strange reason.
Oh my gosh, I'm all here for strong women.
I'll fight
I just
it.
kind of randomly choose gender.
Let's do
so,
this.
But whatever.
Scotty.
Scotty, you're a feminist too?
Daddy for the win!
Down with them.
All right.
Down with the matriarchy.
Okay, Scotty, what's your initiative? By the way,
9.
Whatever card. Okay, his initiative is 12. Whatever card I draw, that determines all their stats. As a king, everything is 12
Ooh.
because the sanguivore was a 5, so everything was just 5. So. Anyway, so she gets to attack first. Sorry. So you need to roll deafness plus athletics against her 12.
All right, here we go, kids. I'm gonna die. All right, deafness plus athletics. That's 14.
You dodge.
Bad.
Now Scotty gets to attack.
Yeah. Time for old Smokey. Here we go.
Scotty steps out of the way of a charge from this chimera rhino.
Yeah, I'm imagining him like wall running on like this glass building while the chimera just smashes through the glass. So I'm shooting, and that is a 12. 12 to hit.
That matches their 12. I'm going to say that you hit.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh man, you know I'm doing a backflip off the glass, just
Someone's saving up points for next season when Ty's the DM.
That actually was not my thought at all. Warhammer 40k is a brutal, grimdark kind of thing anyway. So,
get ready for death.
alright, yeah, you attack and the chimera just crumples down onto the ground. Next.
Please tell me you got that on the live stream, Britta, please. That was so cool.
Alright, I got a queen, she got a
mixed
9.
feelings, but yes.
Yeah. Alright, I got a queen, she got a 9. So, one of you needs to battle this. It looks kind of like I imagine Hellboy with horns. It looks like some sort of red-skinned demon creature with long horns protruding from his forehead.
Hellboy is so 2017.
Well, I said it looks like whatever. So one of you needs to fight, exchange blows with this.
Exchange blows. Why not? Britta.
Okay.
I volunteer. Britta.
I
What
volunteer
is
as
Britta's
tribute.
initiative?
You get your butt kicked by Hellboy.
Alright, probably, but you know what?
Oh
my gosh.
that's not good.
Lady Luck.
Yeah, you definitely need that.
Alright,
Oh my gosh, nice.
Okay, so that's 15.
12 plus 5, that's
What?
17.
17.
Plus your initiative.
That beats his 11, so you get to attack first.
Okay, sweet. Pull out my submachine gun. Oh, one.
Just whip it out from the backpack.
Oh, she came prepared.
She shoots through the backpack. She doesn't even draw it. She just grabs her hand through the bag. Her submachine gun purse.
That's a 17 to
That
hit.
beats his 11.
All right, perfect. All right. Let me see if I can remember how to fire the submachine
You don't
gun.
have to do the damage. It's fine.
You pull the trigger.
Perfect.
Is she just going like full
Alright.
crazy mode?
So she deals. So she
Have
deals
I
damage.
told you guys I have daddy issues?
I haven't taken my meds.
So this devil creature is going to try to punch at Britta. Britta needs to roll deafness plus athletics.
I'm firing a submachine gun.
You're just like
Yeah,
blowing
but it's
him away,
punching you.
and he's like punching you through.
He's
the
running
Punching
right
through-
up at you.
Of course. Alright,
So it's just a running fist. It's just running up. There's no wind. It's just a running fist.
He's lance
Like-
like a lance.
Using her
Straight
fist,
arm.
using the fist as like a battering ram.
Alright,
Why not?
Britta got a 7.
Okay.
It worked.
It's
He
effective.
deals 11 damage to you. So take your melee armor as well as your metal. Subtract all of that from 11. That's how much
So he takes
damage
some
you
damage.
take, and if there is any left over, then you do take 1 wound.
Okay, so I have 2 wounds left.
You have 1 wound left.
1 wound left.
Before you become
You know, if
critical
Britta
damage.
dies, I'm just gonna go to sleep.
All right, let us move on to the next one. I got 6, she got 8, so you guys are pushing through.
Good.
I got 9, she got 3.
Ooh.
Hey, this is going to be, for the first time on this podcast, I'm actually going to pronounce this correctly. A phage, a spider lady,
I'm sure it's
spawns you
Fagi.
guys.
Fagi.
Fagi.
Shut up.
Fajaji.
A phage spots you, and she actually she reaches in her pocket and actually has like a knife, like a little silver knife and fork with her.
Send the intern.
Go, journalist.
Go journalism.
Well, shit.
Teach us why you didn't make it into Quest.
Use fake news to kill her.
Corrupt news her.
Alternate facts.
Okay, Julz, it looks like your initiative. So roll 2d6, take the higher, and add your initiative, which is 6. I see on your character sheet.
They're both 3s, so
So 6 plus 3, 9.
Nice.
That's actually equal to her initiative.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first.
okay.
Exchange the first blow.
Cool.
So how would you like to attack? Just like with your wand?
Like, guys, I had to do a lot
I
of
do
learning
it.
in 2 days, okay? So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
So your standard weapon. I see you have a dagger.
Yeah.
You also have a
I've got the
pistol,
pistol.
and
yeah.
you have your wooden wand as well.
Yeah.
Oh, blast him with the magic.
Send that wand straight up her nostrils like in Harry
Yeah.
Throw
Potter.
the wand at her.
I basically-
Teach her.
Throw the wand. That works real well.
I basically react really like, ah! And I point my pen at it, and like, hopefully something comes out the end. Like,
All right.
Ink.
So this
Oh
is
yeah, ink blast.
all right. So this is
Splatoon her.
yeah, so this is,
Oh, F yes.
deafness plus firearms
yes,
plus the higher of 2d6.
yes, which is 2 plus 2
Color
plus
spray.
5, so that's 9?
It's 9. That also, keeps matching the 9. But again, as the aggressor, I'm letting you
Nice.
hit her.
Yes.
So normally
turn for the
you would do magic amount of damage, which for you would be 4 points.
Yeah.
But in this expedited thing, your magic blasts out of the wooden wand and smacks into the phage. The phage is really upset, and she's going to try to claw at you, Ysera. So this is deafness plus athletics to try to dodge.
Okay.
Don't let the acid burn your face.
Don't become like Britta.
Look at Britta.
Don't get ugly like Britta.
Ugly like
She's getting
what? Okay, I upped some of my stats since you last saw them. Because
Right.
Just arbitrarily.
no.
Actually,
Because he-
I gave her as many build points as you guys have been having.
Okay.
You guys have been getting 50 total build points, 5 for each episode.
Yes.
And that's how many I gave her as well. That's right. You gave me your character sheet before the extra build
Yeah.
points.
So magic doesn't really change, but firearms is now 3. No, wait.
Okay.
What am I doing? Athletics 3.
Deafness plus athletics.
Yeah.
This is you dodging
Yeah.
her.
So I'm now 6.
And that's with the roll.
No, and that is
Higher of 2d6.
because I rolled
8.
2s. I rolled 2 2s.
That. Oh, wow. That is not enough to dodge her 9, I'm afraid. So, do you still just have the blur suit and the suit
Yeah.
weave? Okay. What's going to happen is. This is melee damage, so you soak 1 melee damage because of your suit weave. And your metal score is 1 as well, with a remainder of 7. You take a wound.
Oh no.
You're so wussy. All of us have 1 medal, except for L.
No, I have.
All right.
I have 4
But
medals.
the fate
Ooh.
gets
Whoa,
lost in the crowd
Robert.
and we move on.
I actually only have 2 metal.
Oh, me too. I'm as tough as L.
Alright, here we go. I got an ace, you got a 6.
Ooh.
Alright, this one. Which one? What is this one?
Ace is 1, right?
No, Ace is 13.
Hold on.
I'm pretty
Isn't
sure
it?
Ace is 1.
I'm pretty sure Ace is 1, though.
Ace is 13.
Let me look this
Dang
up.
it.
Let me look this up.
It isn't suited.
True. Yeah. We're playing by suited rules.
We're not playing by suited rules. We're playing by...
The rules that suck.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Mark
Hey
Clemens
now.
listens to this.
Don't dream it's over.
Oh, I was
Oh
gonna
my
go with
gosh.
Hey Now from Lizzie McGuire movie.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking the same thing. It's back to the
now.
90s
Hey
or
now.
2000s, whatever.
This is a dream.
That's an age difference thing. I'm 36, so I don't. Who?
25.
Who?
Who are you?
Who is this, Lizzie?
29.
Child?
I'm actually not that far behind. So, but.
Really?
Anyway. I'm 29, yeah.
I can't.
Oh.
Well, it looks
You
like
look behind
Robert's
you.
taking
Wow,
care of the
okay.
biggest bad.
It took me a second to get that. Anyway. Sorry. What?
Visual jokes on an
Who?
audio podcast. That's what.
These are the jokes.
Great, so I think Robert's up to fight something.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't
this
know
is
what's
going to
coming my
be-
way. It's some undefined shape.
Actually, it's going to be, it looks like that large black hole-like anomaly, except you see, like, almost a humanoid figure.
I feel like he should fight like someone invisible, like he doesn't see it.
I think you should
Actually,
find just
I
one.
like that. So, all of a sudden,
Just gets decked
Um,
out of nowhere.
an unseen, an invisible person, like, kind of runs into Robert.
Who
Robert,
knows Krav Maga?
what is your, Robert, your
Just beating
initiative?
the crap out of Robert.
The unseen whispers, "Tell it to me now, sucks."
Oh,
You
Now he's
son
gonna
of
get a
a
beating.
mother.
roll your initiative.
I got a 9 to initiative.
Okay, that does not beat his 13.
Look out.
So roll deafness plus athletics.
This unseen snake.
That's a 12.
How do you know?
Oh.
Zero's writing.
So close.
just barely not make it.
Oh, you don't kick a man in the toodles. Even if you are invisible.
13 damage.
Whoa,
Whoa!
sounds about right.
This escalated quickly.
Is that one wound for Robert?
It most,
Robert
cer-
instantly dies
it most
from
certainly
this toodle shot.
it most certainly is, yeah.
Azera says out loud,
So-
Robert said. It looks up.
Okay, so
If Robert wants to try to strike back, he can. Otherwise, the unseen can get lost in the crowd again.
Robert will just take it.
Okay. So you take 5 damage.
Oof.
1 wound.
Oh.
Because you guys are fighting so many creatures, I am limiting it to like 1 wound at a time, basically. Rebecca and I drew the next one. I got an 8. She got an ace. Do you want the ace to be
nice.
1s?
No, it's a 13.
No, I'm okay with
This
that.
one means 13.
I'm joking. Anyway, I got a 4. She got a 5. Next.
Nice.
Ooh, I got a king. She got a
king.
3. Oh. This one is a Geist. You may remember.
It's the one from Bastion's lab.
Yeah, well,
That I took out with us.
not the same one. No, it's a different one. This one is glowing yellow.
Ooh.
I'll go for it. Why not?
Okay.
L's up.
Yeah, you
Batter
guys
up.
you guys are gonna have to fight for me.
I got a 9 for initiative.
Okay.
So that's not me.
King is a 12, so no.
That one might be
Roll deafness plus
underappreciated.
athletics.
That
We love that
is
one.
an 11.
It hits you for 12
Wait,
damage.
let me just make sure that didn't change. Deafness plus. Yep. 11.
It hits you for 12 damage.
I run
Okay.
into a local CVS to
I
get a
have
bag of
8
ice for
If it's the metal. Or melee.
This is actually energy.
Oh. Well, I have 8 for that too.
Okay, so you take 4 damage.
Okay. So 4 damage.
That's another wound.
Okay.
What's your metal? Your metal is 2, so how many wounds do you have right now?
None?
Oh, that's your first wound. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
If you want to strike back, you're welcome to.
Sure. Why not?
So yeah, it
Ooh.
electrified you with
I got
the,
double 6s.
you get to roll
Nice.
all of them.
Keep it up. Oh.
I got another 6 and a 5
Good gravy.
and a 3.
Oh, nice.
Well, you certainly got higher than 12. So you knock it back, and its electric energy pulses like weaken, and it gets lost in the crowd. Next cards. I got another king, and she got a 7. This is a creature called a Murdoch. So imagine
It's
an
Rupert.
No, imagine an older gentleman, but with large, like pitch black eyes, and kind of like almost as if a human had been living underground for a very long time. They usually like hang around in groups in abandoned subway tunnels and things like that.
All right, here I go to kick some toodles.
All right, roll initiative.
Ooh, that's fantastic. I got a 6.
Against his 12, no. Deafness plus athletics. So this Murdoch is shrieking and going towards Scotty, like waving his arms around, and it has almost like a bat-like screech.
That's 13.
Ooh, that's higher. That's 12. You avoid it. Good job.
Scotty can't be beat.
Would you like to retaliate?
Yeah, I'm gonna magic blast that mother.
Okay, just with a wand blast.
Screech higher.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna screech higher, but use
Just a-
kinesis to
Like
throw
you can do
something
that,
at
or you
him.
can do a standard wand blast as well. Like that. That's like a deafness plus firearms.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that, but yell at him really loud.
Okay.
That's a 13.
That hits him. You again got 12. So you.
Oh,
so Scotty. Sarah has a wooden wand. Scotty has a plastic wand, being a sorcerer, and so he takes that out and blasts the Murdoch into the crowd. Next.
So what I do is I touch my wand against my throat, and it amplifies my voice, and I sound blast him into
Ooh.
the sky.
I like it.
Yeah.
My jack beats your 10.
Yeah. I got a 10. She got a jack. Next. Ooh, 2 3s. Let's roll dice here.
Ooh, I got a 5 this
I got
time.
a 1. So we keep going. 7 and Joker. What are
Nice.
Jokers?
We're killing it right now.
They're wild, so they win.
The Joker
Actually, this
is
does not-
Robert.
Ouch.
Actually, I
So-
don't think this says what Jokers are.
Jokers are wild, so they win.
Alright, yeah. Jokers are. Well, we'll do that. I'm happy to do that.
Nice.
I got a 6, you
Nice.
got a 2.
Dang
Okay. You're doing really well, though,
But
for a while.
Hey, it's 6 stats, so who wants to take that?
Yeah, you guys.
I just did mine, so
You guys kept
Britta's
mowing
up
through
again.
these ranks.
Britta!
Team Bretonians.
You just have to beat a 6.
Yeah.
You
that's-
pull out your stiletto.
No, I pull out Tristan's bow.
Ooh, okay. Roll your initiative.
I'm imagining you like drawing that back and just like a beam of light appears at the tip of the
So
arrow.
this cryptid is a theta. Which is a word for someone who's risen from the dead, like not a mindless zombie, but someone who is back, like almost like a revenant.
Well, she got a 9 for initiative.
Excellent. Britta gets to attack first.
Blast that mother. Blast that.
Wow. All right.
You mean that basic beep?
That basic beep.
Okay, so that's 16 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit. This is quite a powerful force against the theta, and the theta tries to rush at you. Roll deftness plus athletics.
Yucks. Oh,
Nice.
thank goodness. Okay.
You need 6 or higher.
Okay, sweet 10.
Excellent. All right, next.
Oh, that was
So
14.
I imagine you like do a legless where you like go on like a piece of metal and like slide down a hill and just like.
Like sliding down a
And
shield.
its eyeballs.
Yeah, like a shield, like in the second movie.
I got a 9. Rebecca got an 8.
Ah,
So this is several horde creatures. This is actually like the mindless zombie sort of cryptid.
Sarah,
Miss Sarah,
go.
poke them with your pen. Cut them with words.
She pulls out her gun. She's
Oh, is that what you call it? I call mine smoke.
she's like
Roll,
oh, for goodness
initiative.
sake. And she's like just cross about it. I rolled a 5 plus my initiative of 7. That's good, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
very
that's good.
That's higher than. Wait, no, you got a 7 total.
No, plus 5.
Plus 5.
7
12.
plus 5 is 12. So if you get to go first.
Sweet.
Oh,
Nice.
Sweet.
party.
And then, oh, sweet. I rolled a 6. Plus a 6 is like a 12. So,
You hit this. So Sarah guns down these horde of creatures, and
and she's like,
which is enough for you guys to continue on. So here we go. Oh, my queen loses to your ace. Good job, guys.
Nice.
That's a good one. That's a good win.
But I got an 8 and she got a 2.
That's a good loss.
Yeah,
Good
win 'em
one.
all.
So this is the cryptid you see in front of you. At first, it looked like Lancelot, actually.
Lance, how are you walking?
But then Lance.
Where's your
but then,
steed?
but then Lance speaks in a different voice. He has a different, like, more gruff. Sorry, I'll wait.
That was a good one.
Anyway, so Lance has a different gruff voice, and your guys' iPhones recognize this as a doppelganger.
It's Batman. I'm Bat Lance.
Who wants to fight this one? It is an
Who's
8,
up on the
by the
chop
way.
block?
Is it Robert?
I think it's Robert.
Man, I think you just gotta
Man, you get the
walk this
reference.
off.
Roll initiative, Robert.
so just lying on the ground holding himself, and that's how he knows it's a doppelganger? Like, because he's looking at it from a different angle? Like,
Why are there two of them?
And, like he has like a double chin or something, or
It is not. I mean, first of all, the voice. Second of all, it's not perfect. Like there are a few like he's actually a little bit like.
Like he's got blonde hair and like a mohawk, and he's got
He's got
3
three
arms.
eyeballs.
And,
Okay, well,
And
like
he's walking.
he's walking, and
He really
He's
doesn't
wearing
look
glasses.
anything like Lance. It's just like he kind of looks like Lance. So
Yeah.
Pre-Apple Robert would have thought it was Lance.
Yeah, true.
This is post-Apple.
PA.
PA.
I got an 8 for initiative.
All right, you get to go first.
Nice. Return the tootle
14.
blow with a tootle.
14. That you get to hit him.
Toodle.
So
Toodle
what
touch.
did you hit the
Shotgun
doppelganger
tootle.
with?
The classic Robert Excalibur, and yeah, that's going for the toodles. That's just a classic shot right there for 18. Just
Okay.
Elle looks away during this, so she just doesn't have to watch.
Ow,
Even
ow,
knowing
watch
the
this.
fate.
Ow, pay attention. This is how you take down a man.
It's like completely immolated, like instantly.
All right. Next. I got a 5. You got a jack. I got a 3. You got a 10. I got an ace. You got a 2. Oh
This is what
boy.
happens when you record at 12 o'clock at night.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Again, we are very. I mean, at least I'm very happy that we finally got to do this.
I know, me too.
Okay, so this time it is not Julz, but it is another Aloy.
God, it's not Julz. I really wanted to kick Julz's butt.
Actually, you know what? Why wouldn't it be Julz?
Oh.
It is Julz.
Oh.
Julz is there.
Masera!
I think she's
Jules
claiming
is here
this
and
one.
there.
Who is this gym face,
It's not your Sarah.
rainbow haired,
it's my
crazy
Sarah.
person?
Yeah, she looks at you guys and said, "I know you," and just like starts charging at you. So, she's pretty powerful at this point. I drew an ace, so
Oh, I think,
Yeah.
Does Sarah want to go
Well,
for it?
yeah.
I mean, I can. It doesn't really matter if I die, right?
You wouldn't so much die. It's just that like the group, like someone in the group would need to take time to like stabilize you, and that would mean that someone else needs to fight a monster at the same time, basically.
Can I do like
So,
try and put it asleep or something?
how would you like to try to do that?
There is a spell that I can cast that says
yes.
sleep.
you can literally do whatever you wanted to do
You
with
should
magic.
just
Yeah.
start
That's the
like
beauty of it.
reciting like the last story you wrote to it, and it puts it to
Yes,
sleep.
pretty much. That's what I'm thinking.
I wrote an opinion article about the food quality.
You know, the difference with it being query and not quest, and why it's really important to differentiate between the paper and the magazine is, and I just start.
Her head explodes and you instantly win.
So this is in the charm discipline of witchcraft. So go ahead and roll a magic plus charm check.
Okay. I will do so, which is that's a 3, plus a 3 is 6, plus a 4 is 10. Only.
Excellent. The spell succeeds. That means it is. Let me see here. It lasts for charm hours. What's your charm stat? at?
3.
You put Julz to sleep for 3 hours.
Nice.
I'm just like,
Nighty night, snitch.
I'm just like, look, sometimes the pistol is mightier than the pen, and sometimes it's just, I'm that good.
Excellent. All right, next. I got
What
a
a
2. She got a
compelling piece.
king. I got a joker. She got a 9. Joker. Who will be? So this is the one joker that I have. Who would this be?
Is that really a Joker?
It is. Trust
This
me.
is the Black Knight.
None shall pass.
Yes.
It's like so. There's this knightly looking figure, all in black. Like even weapons, armor, and everything is entirely just black. And there's black mist shrouding him. And he stands there.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
None
Elle.
shall pass.
Oh, watch me.
I
Oh.
move for no man.
Watch me.
I am no man.
I was waiting for that. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
nice.
setting that up just for you.
Yes,
Good.
girl.
All right,
There's so much girl power here.
roll initiative.
Use them flex points.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Going to,
I'll use the flex point to reroll.
Milk that
The
system.
second roll, right?
For
I rolled
points.
2d6 to determine his power level. Actually, hold on, no. I'm gonna roll 3d6 to determine his power level. Wow, got the same result.
Nice. So,
You beat him.
okay, cool. So, that means I get to go first.
Yeah.
I got 14.
That beats him.
So, yay. And then is he attacking? I'm
Um,
slashing with my sword, obviously.
yeah. So normally, like,
Okay, I want to know what happened in this epic battle. I'm very sorry.
this is the
Witch's
Black Knight
milk.
against L. So, but anyway.
This is the most epic duel there is.
Like, all these minions get in the way and none of us see what actually happens.
I mean, that's fair, honestly.
Hey, Al, you won?
No, well, L got a strike at the Black Knight, and it said, "It's just a flesh wound."
Yes. Yes.
There it is.
He's going to attack you.
Oh, he attacks back?
Oh yeah.
Well, this one is special. This is a Joker, so
Yeah, that mother claps back.
There's a lot of mothers.
I
around.
got, let's see, math and numbers. That makes 17.
17. That's higher than his. You only got a 12, so you
Make it 18.
you kind of like you bash him. You basically bash him down, and it's like really nasty gash across his chest, which all that comes out is like black smoke. And he says, "A draw, then."
Whatever helps you sleep
And
at night,
then
dude.
he just kind of like
Whatever helps you
dissolves.
sleep at night.
Oh, just keep stabbing. Just
All right,
Just
next.
doesn't want to admit he got beaten by
I
it.
got a
Nice
Jack.
move.
She got a 7. Okay, so this one.
That's me, guys. Oh, thank goodness.
Well, yeah, go ahead and roll.
How are we all
initiative.
doing on wounds?
I am 4 wounds, so I'm good.
I'm one, but I don't know
I got
what
one
it means,
left.
so that's exciting.
Oh, I don't have any wounds. Sorry.
Wait, you've got one wound, Jules?
So there's one more, and then you go critical.
So you can only get one wound and then you die,
Oh.
Jules.
No,
right?
it's four wounds.
it depends on what your metal score is.
So it's twice your metal. Once you have a number of wounds equal to twice your metal, then you are in critical
Cool.
condition.
So I still have 3 more.
I
Oh, so she has 2 and I... Okay.
just have a nice little, 7 left.
A 7.
So this is
Show
a theory. So
We
this
throw
is
Robert in more.
this is a therianthrope. This is basically a lycanthrope, basically. Half jaguar, half human. So who's fighting it?
That's me.
All right, roll
Scotty.
initiative.
I got a 9 for initiative.
Okay.
11.
Yeah. So it's gonna attack first. Roll deafness.
No,
plus
I'm sorry. No, yeah, that's 11.
Yeah. Roll to 10. Roll deafness plus
No,
athletics.
10s
Yeah.
are 10s.
What's good?
That's good.
Are Jacks 10s too?
That's what it says here.
Okay, Jacks are 10.
19.
Excellent. You dodged the attack. Now you get to attack.
Yeah,
It might
what's
actually be a
up?
typo. Maybe like because they said card value
I
2
am
through
the Black
9,
Panther.
and then Jax equals 10, Queen equals 11, King equals 12,
The
AC equals
power
13.
of
Doesn't
the
say anything
Black
about
Panther
jokers.
has been
Maybe that's
taken.
so.
Or 10s.
Or 10s. Weird.
Nice. That is another 12. Another 12.
You hit it. Excellent. So how does Scotty attack the Therianthrope?
He's gonna like run at him, then he's gonna slide underneath, tripping him, like kind of like tripping out his legs, and then just shooting him as he goes underneath, like pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
Okay.
Dope.
Next.
Meow,
My ace beats your queen.
Oh,
It does.
that's a hard one to lose. Britta.
So this one is a real. So this is. I feel like it's tradition at this point. This is a really big fellow, and he has like a couple of large, like pieces of cutlery.
I've seen better.
And he looks at Britta. And he's like, "You need to get more meat on you." And he like rushes Britta. So
Yes.
He's gonna try and
Does
eat
he
her.
hold a pie?
He has a dirty like bloody apron, but that's just has the words Big Peter on it. Like he's not subtle at all.
That's what he calls it.
This was the big bad the whole time.
So go ahead. Initiative.
You have to vanquish the eternal evil force that is Big Peter.
He always seems to
you
follow us
seem-
no matter what universe we play in or what characters we are. He's always here.
Gosh, why am I rolling so
I am
bad?
so here for this.
All right. My initiative was 8.
Okay. Big Peter's going to attack first. Roll deafness plus athletics.
He's nimble.
Britta's dying.
He's gonna eat you.
He is
Here
gonna.
comes Big
I'm
Peter.
gonna eat
Honestly,
ya.
I don't feel like I could ever do that voice justice, so that's why I did the.
I thought you were gonna say you could never endorse cannibalism, and I was like, oh,
I can't endorse that either. No. But yeah.
that's just
Britta, what'd you get?
that's a blanket no.
10.
That's a hard no.
My baby back, baby
That's a
back,
hard
baby
no.
back, baby back, baby back, ribs.
I want my Britta back,
my
Britta back,
gosh.
Britta back, Britta back, Britta back, Britta back.
Alright, so he
Britta
does.
ribs.
No, okay.
Britta,
No.
delicious ribs.
He so 13 damage, which I believe would do another wound to Britta.
I'm in critical condition.
Man. He takes a big old Chomsky out of you.
So, but like the first thing he was trying to do is just like clonk you out with like the handle of his cutlery, and
I hate fat people.
That does seem very Britta. Yuzira's writing it down. Britta
so
hates fat
one of
people.
you needs to
No, not that part. Erase that part.
one of you needs
she
to tend to Britta to keep her stable. The rest of you can fight Big Peter back and like send him back into the crowd.
Send him back to
I'll tend to Britta.
Okay, and
fitting
so
that it's
one of
Big
you.
Peter.
So this next card, whatever it is, one of you needs to fight it, no matter what it is, because
I will vanquish Big Peter.
and
My
it's a
own
7.
creation.
Am I still supposed to put a card down?
Still
Sarah,
correct, right
stop
there. You would've
writing.
you would've lost it anyway.
Fight.
Okay, this one is another. This is another chimera. It's actually a grasshopper chimera.
Sarah, it's gonna be easy. Just step on it.
It's still human. It's still medium human.
It's
shape,
really
like,
small.
size.
She does lift up her foot and tries to like measure it against the grill. She's like she's just like hopping forward, like really trying.
Dude, honestly, a grasshopper chimera would scare the fetch
Have you
out of
ever
me.
seen like a grasshopper's face?
They're
Yeah, it's
yeah,
creepy.
their eyes
So,
are terrifying.
as a reminder, how chimeras form is that like some bit of the flux just like happens, and it's like within close proximity of a human and an animal. Usually, most chimeras are like cat or dog chimeras because like they're at home with their pets. But earlier you ran across a rhino chimera and now a grasshopper chimera.
I just don't want to know.
Working at the zoo.
Hey, it's a
Yeah,
real
yeah, exactly.
PG
Maybe I
fan.
should have said. Maybe
This
I
guy
should have
had
said.
Would you
a
be?
pet grasshopper.
Maybe I should have said mantis men as a portal reference or something.
Oh dear, grasshopper, I love you so much. My only Jiminy. If only we could be one, I would never be more happy.
Anyway,
He's
so,
probably
I wish upon a star.
Exciting it.
so I think Ysera was the one fighting it.
Maybe he just works at Petco and he's taking
So
care of the crickets.
Ysera, roll initiative.
Is it
Cutting us off now.
is it
I-
me? Am I rolling?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah,
Well, we want to get to the final.
yeah. You're pretty close actually.
Okay, well that seems good because I rolled a 5, and what was my thing again? 7. So yeah, that seems good. 12.
You are faster. You get to attack it first.
Yes. What am I gonna do this time? I am just
Knife
gonna.
it.
Wait, yeah. I know. I'm just gonna swing around
'em.
and like fire my pistol again because she's still got it drawn. So
Excellent.
yeah.
So deafness plus firearms against 7.
That is a 4 plus 6, so 10.
Excellent. This grasshopper chimera gets knocked back into the crowd.
I want to say that she
Next.
definitely shoots it in both eyes because that's disgusting. Ew! Bang bang.
Are you
Perfect.
talking about Britta or the grasshopper?
Both. She doesn't like fat people. That's disgusting too.
Prejudice is
Anyway.
gross.
Rebecca and I have drawn her queen beats my jack. Good job.
Yes.
It's a big one.
She got another joker against my 10. So good job. Her
Nice.
king beats my 10.
Probably gonna lose that one.
I got a jack. She got a 4.
Oh, that's not good.
All right. Let's see. This is okay. So this is going to be a sim. This is a sim is a robot that has gained self-awareness and sentience. This is a particularly spherical robot that has gone haywire with the forces of chaos.
Did you guys hear about the robot that committed suicide by driving itself into a park fountain? The sentient...
What?
Yeah.
What?
There's sentient park ranger robots over in the US somewhere. I can't remember where, but I read this. And this robot just went around the park and it was telling everybody, keep the park clean, and then it just drove itself into a water fountain.
I mean, it's kind of like a Groot situation where keep the park clean probably meant a lot more that we just didn't understand. It was a cry for
Goodbye,
help.
cruel world.
I like to think it's that robot. It's walking around going, keep the streets clean, keep the streets clean.
So we just have to wait, and then he'll just destroy himself.
Well, actually, so this one got particularly haywire. It seems to have made its own captain's hat out of junk,
Goodbye,
and even a fancy mustache underneath underneath its eyeball interface.
I got a 10.
Okay, that does not beat. Actually, that does. Good job. Who is ready for an adventure? And it's like,
Holy mother,
Go
you better
ahead.
knock it off.
That is a 25 to hit.
what?
Wow.
Yeah.
You literally
Robert has a
obliterated this-
real problem with sentient robots, apparently.
Yeah, Sarah, watch this. This is how you step on it.
You won't take my job.
You'll never be a better
Bolty
number cruncher.
offline. So it obviously it was Bolty.
Oh.
But yeah, a particularly crazy Bolty. Not that. Anyway, next, my 8 wins against your 6.
That's L's up.
Okay,
Okay.
Al is going against a rodent of particularly unusual size.
Yes!
Stop! Stop! It's Robert!
8.
It's a lot bigger than
Robert's
Robert.
going
Robert.
Wait, I
savage.
thought your name was
That's
Robert.
12 for initiative.
I have a rat named Robert too.
Oh,
But I'm not the
This
rat.
one's a
I'm
what?
not the rat. I'm Robert the human, and Robert the rat is back home at my apartment, but we're not the same person. We're not.
What did you roll to
Robert's
hit?
a rat sometimes,
Yeah,
though.
you'd
Double
think that
ones.
would be cute, but it just seems weird.
Plus 10.
But yeah, trust me, this is a larger rodent of unusual size than Robert's Robert. Unfortunately, it was able to dodge L's attack, and it is going to try to attack you.
What's its dodge?
8.
Don't I still get my bonuses though?
Oh yeah.
So
You-
it's 10.
Oh, it's 10. Well, you hit it then. Excellent.
10 plus 0 is 10. That's more than 8.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm
I know how
sorry.
numbers work.
You said you rolled 2 1s. You
Oh.
seemed crestfallen about that.
She's
Yeah, 'cause
gonna
I
get
rolled
with
2
Lance.
Anyway,
at the end.
next.
Oh, yeah, get Lance. He's
My 8
Get
beats your
Lance.
5.
Lance.
Who's that?
Scotty.
This is going to be.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one is a. Honestly, this one is just seems like a crazed, possessed security guard of some other lesser-known company. Scotty, your initiative.
6.
That is less than. It's 8. So roll deafness plus athletics.
Peter, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be protecting query officers.
Killing it. Killing it.
I got a query for you, and it's just like rushes at Scotty.
21.
You dodge.
Slide
Roll
to
to
the left.
attack.
I just want to go on the record and say a security guard for Quest would never do this. If you could write that down, please, Sarah.
She goes to pretend to write it down and then just goes, gives you the finger.
No, in the notepad, not my...
She smacks her forehead. Like,
All right.
much like Nick's doing right
Scotty,
now.
Scotty, did you want to attack it? Did you want to attack him?
Yeah, I'm gonna slide to the left, crisscross,
And then just clap on
and
him.
then shoot him in the back. And then I'm gonna get a that's another 12 to hit.
You hit him.
Just clapping.
And then I clap my hands
clapping
after.
really loud in his ears. Just repeatedly.
Your dance moves are just too much for him.
His head explodes from the
Next. I got a 6, you got a king. I got a 9, you got a 4. Ooh, we are very close. We're down to the last 3 before Morgan. Well, this is 4 before Morgan. So yeah.
Sarah.
Another...
Stop giving me the finger and fight.
I'm not fighting this one. I've done my fair share.
This is a particularly
die.
strange cryptid.
I guess I'll
that
die.
has.
I'm just in the dancing zone. Let's do this.
I'll take it.
That's true.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
taking it, L, or am I taking it?
I can take it.
Oh, L's doing it.
But this is a it seems like a human woman, but with like starfishes over her eyes or something. Like she seems to have a connection with. Why is that so funny? Is it just late?
It just seems like such a lazy monster.
It's like,
So no, what I mean. So there's a document called Inhuman Resources that has stats for 3 other monsters, and one of them I forgot what the name was. I can't seem to access the document right now, but by appearances it looks relatively plain. But what actually is happening is some sort of like sea creature, like parasite, is latching onto a person and then controlling them, basically. So anyway, I know it sounded lame at first, but who was attacking it?
Me.
Okay.
I got a 9
Okay.
for initiative.
You get to go first.
And then I got, basically my attack bonus is 10, so.
All right, you hit it.
I instantly.
Next, my Jack beats your 10, and this is the last one before
Wait,
Morgan.
don't they tie though. 'cause
Oh, they
Jack
do
is 10.
tie.
10 is 10. And
Roll
Jack
off.
is 10.
Let's roll.
Ooh.
I got
need
a
to reroll
4.
I got a 6.
Oh.
Everyone, just
All right.
dogpile it. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is this gonna be?
It's the enemy within all of us. It's hypocrisy.
Alright, Socrates.
That was deep.
Dang. This is
That was gonna
a.
be anti-French.
This is a creature with a. It looks like a creature with a squid's head.
Oh no, it's Squidward. I'll fight him.
Well, like a. It looks like an Illithid or a Mind Flayer from Dungeons and Dragons. But
Oh,
Dope. I got a 9 on my initiative though.
it gets to go first. Roll deafness plus athletics.
Oh, fetch. That is a 10 actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you dodge its attack.
Whew.
Excellent. Go ahead and attack it.
I'm gonna mind blast him with magic because I'm cool like that.
Cool.
Ooh, nice, a 6. Ooh, a 5.
Ooh.
11 plus 7. 18.
Nice. You get this creature, and it is blasted away. Actually, there is one final thing. This is mostly for flavor. I keep forgetting to add this in anything here, but a special kind of cryptid, not terribly remarkable in and of itself, but your iPhones register it as a lagomorphid. It is basically a human in a suit, but its head and his hands are that of a rabbit's. And
Playboy.
no.
Wiggle that tail booty.
And
Come on, shake
it,
it for me.
it comes up to you guys and like points a rifle at you guys and says, "Feel the wrath of the killer bunny.
I'm like,
no.
do you think rabbits should have rifles? Because, historically hunted by, just saying,
No, I agree with her. I think we should deprive its right of bearing arms.
It's not a bear, it's a rabbit.
Julz.
I think that
Julz,
we
I
should
want you
put
to
magazine limits on this. We should fight against this and install a government buyback program and get weapons off the street. We need to eliminate military weapons contained and used by normal citizens in the Utah Megalopolis. We need to fight this. This is something that has plagued us for generations.
Ysera, claps.
Julz, I want.
And starts writing.
Actually, so Robert, roll
This
with
guy's like, I want my guns.
That's a 9.
That is enough to, all your, ranting and soapboxing and whatever caused the Lagomorphous just kind of like, huh. You have a point there. He tosses the rifle and walks
It's
away.
completely unreasonable for us to have these weapons in the hands of normal citizens when they're meant to kill people. It doesn't
Or
make
abnormal
sense.
citizens.
Ysera is writing frantically. New headline titles are being circled and stuff. Robert for president.
Yeah. So apparently this Lagomorphid was apparently inspired by the killer rabbit in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That makes sense.
So I couldn't think of any good way to clearly do that. But in any case, that leaves one final card. Morgan. You have finally reached where Morgan is standing, and she looks at each of you like a lot of you have sustained, most of you, if not all of you, have sustained a wound or
Britta
two.
death gurgles.
I stabilized you. I fixed
Do
you.
I have a turn before this happens?
No one told me this.
To what?
Can I cast a spell?
You're welcome to, as you walk towards Morgan.
Yeah, so I'm walking towards Morgan and I'm noticing that Britta is having trouble, and I just kind of flick my wand in her direction. And I
Just turn her over to quiet her.
Nice.
You bury her.
Some friends you are.
I'm well, it wouldn't be right to watch such a legend die, so I guess I better do something about that. And
obviously you're the new one because you would just roll me over too if you knew me more than 5 seconds.
I like to look people in their eye when I'm doing it. I don't need to roll them over.
Strong woman.
I just cast Dark Faith, which cures 1 wound.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
okay,
one got taken.
good.
Yeah.
I'm back to 1 wound. Woohoo! 1 wound left.
There we go.
Are you ready? I'm ready for my interview. Classic Britta.
I'm getting it all. Don't worry. And she points at her iPhone.
Morgan looks very impressed, and she says, "Oh, well, hello, Night Watch. Seems you got this."
Limp arms.
What?
We shot both her shoulders.
She turns around and her arms sway.
Hello, Night Watch.
Smacks her chest, kind of.
It's just barely hanging on by, just
She's still holding Arthur's head and the Excalibur, both still glowing, and she says, "Well, we all knew this would come to this, didn't we?" She steps forward. Everybody, roll initiative.
Oh, mama.
Here we go.
Save the good rolls.
13. That means ace.
Britta got 13.
Ace.
Scotty got 9.
12. For L.
The judges have given Robert a 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah, Ysera got 11, so we just covered all of that ground.
Oh. Okay, you guys.
Got a nice run.
Pretty dope, actually.
Morgan actually got a 14.
Of course.
Ooh.
Of course.
I was really going
One
for the
above
8.
Britta.
Yeah, I was going for the 8, but whatever.
Because Nick knows she's gonna get demolished.
Well, like, a lot of the battle was like, getting to her and fighting her forces and stuff.
So she's a pussy?
So
That's good.
she's got some tricks up her sleeve. One of those, by the way, is Excalibur. So, who is she going
she
to?
can carry that.
With her limp arms.
It's in her right arm.
Yeah. She holds it with her left arm.
Who does she attack? Why are you nudging me? Okay. She attacks Ysera.
Of course she does.
Ooh. I hate reporters.
They never make me look good in the media.
So actually, Morgan notices Ysera's wooden wand, and she just takes one look at Ysera and says, "You are a disgrace to the true trade of witchcraft." And she attacked with melee. So deafness plus athletics.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's an 11.
That is not high enough to beat her 14.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Woo!
I need a D10.
Oh, here we go. Pain Town.
11 damage.
Ouch.
Welcome to the pain train.
She hit you in the female equivalent
All right.
of the Toodles.
Now it is Britta's turn.
You can't just do that to another girl. You basic bee. Beep. Alright, perfect. Okay, so that's
Nice.
a 19 to hit.
She used to roll to dodge that.
I don't think she does. I'm pretty sure she doesn't.
She chooses not
Snap
to.
my fingers in a Z formation, and that's my own witchcraft.
And I'm like, oh no, that's just a little bit of overhanging witcher magic. Sorry about that.
Britta, what did you roll again?
19 to
Ooh,
hit.
that's higher than her 14.
That's what he's shooting her with.
With Sir Tristan's bow, of course.
Ooh, good choice.
Wow. Alright, that's a 7 damage. Wait. Is it? Is it just 2d4?
I guess. I don't know.
Alright, then 7 damage.
Alright.
It's pretty weak sauce.
Oh yeah, why is it so weak sauce?
It's like a guarantee hit, but not necessarily like a guaranteed damage.
That's true. 8 damage at most.
Well, I wonder what the fire rate is on it.
Like 50.
Fiery.
7 damage. Let's see here.
You can shoot 50 arrows in a 6-second time span.
I don't remember what the fire rate was for Sir Tristan's bow.
I think it was just 1. It's a bow.
And it only does 2d4 damage, the bow does?
Well, it also adds something. It added like Valor or something.
You
Metal
gonna
plus
leave
deafness plus firearms.
That's to hit.
it on? Yeah.
Oh, right.
then
increases
Valor?
your accuracy.
Oh, then that's 8.
Whoa!
8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. That so it turns out she is a bit more vulnerable to that, slightly more. She takes 1 wound.
Wow, what a pushover.
Right in the BJ.
Anyway,
JJ.
Elle, you go next.
Gosh.
I'm swinging with Clarent, and I got a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then that is a d10. So that is 12,
12.
taking a slash at her.
Okay.
So I'm pretty up close and personal at this point, because
that
that's how Elle
deals
fights.
an additional wound. Next is Ysera.
Okay, cool. Again, I'm gonna cast my last spell. And I'm gonna try and do a system shock that does temporary loss of points for core value.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Excellent.
Oh, that's good. That's 5 plus 7, so 13.
Excellent. So it would succeed. Let me see which spell that is exactly.
Oh, sorry. That's I wasn't gonna try and say it. It's atropine, I think. Yeah.
Which discipline is it in?
Spiritism.
Spiritism.
Yeah. So it's spiritism times
atropine or atropine or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so I can do that many points, like my spiritism points, as a loss to a core value temporarily.
That lasts for.
I was gonna say I was gonna shout out to the team. Which core value am I hitting? And
Metal! Make her super weak sauce.
yeah, if that's what you want, or like make her weaker to hit. It doesn't matter. Like hit you guys.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Deafness could be a good one to lower.
Well, if you lower metal, that lowers her total wounds, doesn't it?
yes.
So
Cool.
The
Okay.
wound threshold.
So I can lower that by 3.
Because that's your spiritism stat.
Yeah, that's my
That would have
spiritism
been like
stat. Yeah.
-1.
And that lasts for magic plus spiritism wounds. That's what that
Like
symbol
you're on
means.
life support right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
That instantly just like Morgan just like crumples under the sudden loss of constitution, essentially. After that, so
Like-
wow, yeah, very
that!
very well done. What does Robert want to do?
Well, my friends, back away.
And Robert walks over calmly and he pulls out his last plasma grenade.
Ooh.
And like since she's
yes.
crumpled on the ground, he like pushes her over it so she's just covering it. So like nobody else will be caught in the blast radius, and that's what is it, 66?
Holy
Oh no!
combination
Bye-bye,
hit
Morgan.
right now.
Morgan is no morgue.
She's going to the morgue.
Morgan. Ooh.
Morgan goes to the morgue. It sounds like a kid's book.
This is the next
Morgan
episode
goes to the
title.
morgue. That's like the finale title.
So that's 20 damage.
Oh man,
Wait, would that give me 2?
No, I've rolled her specifically over it, so she, like, Nick said that her constitution completely gave out and she crumpled. So I
And it
assumed
is
she was
only
just,
a-
like, on the ground. So I just, like, situated this underneath her, like, tucked it under her.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it was just, like,
It does also say that it's only a radius of 10, so
yeah.
yeah.
But I would also, like, if somebody's covering it, then it's a radius of, like, the body.
Zero.
it's a frag grenade, right? So it
Radius of body.
just hurls shit everywhere. Like
Basically, you
Like-
forced her to pull a Captain America.
yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I
yeah.
apologize for all of my language. Please feel free to beat me. I am used to playing on a not family-friendly podcast. Sorry.
Of course. Yeah, so this grenade is point blank, and the plasma blast engulfs Morgan, engulfs the head of King Arthur, and engulfs Excalibur. And
Oh no!
I couldn't lift it anyway, don't worry.
But in any case,
Never will again.
but yes, it completely destroys the body of Morgan Le Fay, who you knew for a while as Gwen Wright. But moments after, like, that explosion happens, this dark energy pools in that spot and starts rushing at all of you. You see the face of a banshee, like Morgan Le Fay, in the smoke. And she screams at each one of you and, like, flies through all of you, screaming at something, at each one of you individually. To Scotty Madigan, as well as to Robert. You wretched commoner! To Scotty. Or, you will pay! To Robert. To Ysera.
Your writing's
She
no
repeats-
good.
Yeah, she repeats the whole what she'd said before. Useless disgrace to witchcraft. To Britta, she says,
Tristan will never rise.
I was trying to think of a better way to say that.
Tristan hooked up with other maidens.
Okay, no, but
Don't bother taking the key off the lock, honey.
eternal torment to you and to Tristan. And then
That's better.
to Elle, she says, slumber in agony forever. And then she finally leaves. However, this affects each one of you. Whenever she flies through you, you need to make a metal valor check.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm dead.
I was gonna say mine's really crap. So.
3. I'm dead. I
These
just
words
died.
cut my
Do we
heart.
roll?
I have.
Do we re-roll sixes?
5.
Yes.
I got a 6.
You reroll 6s.
5.
I get a 5, but I got a 6 total.
She
Because-
instantly kills all of us with her disses.
16.
Wow, we just got dissed to death.
So this is a difficult check. So if you fail the difficult check, like a simple fail, like you got like 5, 6, 7, 8 or something like that, you will take an additional wound. But if you fail spectacularly, then
Scrub.
you will you'll be in critical condition.
I already am in critical condition,
Joke's on
Nick.
you.
Well, you got healed though. You got healed.
Yeah, I got back to 1 wound from stabilized, so I had that 1 wound left,
You-
and now I'm
you guys
in
needed a
critical
9.
condition. What?
You guys needed a 9.
Yeah, I'm in critical condition.
16.
Okay. Robert was pretty much unfazed. How about you, Sarah?
No, yes, Sarah got screwed up for polite language words. I'm doing well.
What did you roll?
I rolled like a 7, so not great.
Okay. So 1 wound to you, Sarah. How about Scotty?
6.
Which, by the
1 wound
way,
to Scotty.
yes, Sarah's now got 2 wounds, so she is critical down.
Okay.
I'm
Britta,
not a commoner.
what,
Huh?
you said you got a 7 or something?
No, I got a 5.
Okay, that's also 1 wound to you. So I think now Ysera and Britta are both critical.
Yeah.
And how about
I
Elle?
face plant.
Oh no. That's not good.
All the women faint? What? I rolled a 1.
She rolled a 1.
I don't catch any of you.
Oh no!
She is automatically in critical condition. Like the words that, or maybe it wasn't exactly the words. It might have also been the emotion as well, because this was Morgan Le Fay, who was Gwen Wright, who was thought to be Guinevere before, and Elle was the Lady of Shalott, and the Lady of Shalott always pined after Lancelot, but Lancelot never pined for her, and the fact that Morgan Le Fay was not Guinevere. That was especially painful. So, I believe this leaves Scotty and Robert to, at least for now, unless they want to help their comrades get stable, to witness the dissolving of the chaos. All of the extra dimensional monsters are fading away, disappearing, or they're being sucked in back into portals. The stormy clouds are clearing, and order is returning to the Utah Megalopolis. So, those of you who are up, what do you wish to do?
Scotty, I think it's a little weird that the 2 people who aren't awakened are the 2 people that get to see this.
As a reminder, those who are in critical condition, they will flat out die if they're not taken care of within 2 minutes, basically.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have any medical training, so this is pretty crappy situation.
I've got a
Robert.
stim pack.
Oh, good.
And Robert, I only have 1 left. So who's in the worst condition?
Oh, you gotta choose. You gotta
Who
choose.
is he going to say?
Probably Elle. Save
Probably
Britta.
I mean, Britta is the
That's
celebrity.
just what Elle would
I feel
say.
like Britta being a celebrity and being a lister, if she doesn't check in, somebody's gonna come find her. Do you know what
But
I
at
mean?
the same time, Sarah's gonna write a nice article about me.
You can still see the notes on her pad, like Robert for president. This guy really knows what he's talking about. Like,
Oh man. Scotty,
Oh, I'm gonna try my best. Can
You
I do
choose.
Oh, don't throw this on me.
Robert gives the stim pack to Scotty so he can choose.
Oh,
That's
man.
Roll.
terrible.
Oh.
I kind of like the rolling aspect of this.
I thought you loved Britta.
Well, honestly,
Yeah,
I
thought
would
Scotty-
pick
I
Britta
thought Scotty would
because
pick Britta.
I'm the closest with Britta,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it seemed.
I'm sorry, Lady Shalot, but you got Shalot less problems being unconscious.
She got 99 less problems. But a man ain't one.
Well, if you
Well,
revive
that's the
me,
only
I have
one,
a 2
really.
in medicine. I'm good
All
at
right,
medicine.
yeah, that's smart. Oh, guys, Robert, I know Britta actually knows things about medical stuff and pills.
10.
So maybe she
9.
can. Oh, I do it. Yeah,
8.
I help her.
7.
Britta.
Okay. Britta's
All right, go
up.
help her.
6. 5.
Hurry, help her.
4.
Do it. Roll,
Help the
quick,
newspaper
hurry,
lady.
roll, quick.
2.
Roll what?
Okay,
1.
Robert is gonna go over
0.
to L and start helping and doing medicine.
All right.
I'm gonna do throw some dirt at Sarah.
He starts burying her.
It probably works. She's like super elemental powered. So, like, you throwing dirt at her probably like helps her in some way.
Some dirt, crumple some leaves.
I saw this in Bear Grylls once.
Bear Grylls said this will heal any wound.
He pees on you.
We put dung and wrap it in leaves.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this elephant dung and rub it on the open wound. That's what we did in the military when we climbed Mount Everest. And it
So,
worked.
did I hear that Britta was helping Ysera?
No, Britta. Britta was. Well, actually, I don't know.
Who are you gonna help?
Robert was helping out, weren't you?
I'm gonna go to.
Well,
Ooh. Well, Britta doesn't really know Help Ysera you, Sarah. at all. What, does Elle like whisper this
I'll help
under her
Sarah.
breath? Yeah.
Yeah,
Help
and Elle's
her.
like lying there nearly dead. Help her.
I was like, I want to die.
And I'm like,
want to
even in
die.
death, I'm like, I'm gonna write about you.
This will be the first guest star death on our show.
Okay, so how much time? Okay, so basic first aid. You look for, and Britta would know basic first aid. You look for the one in most critical condition, but they're both in critical condition, right?
They
like the
both
same.
are, yes.
All right, all
Very
right.
technical here.
All right.
both have lost
Okay,
their
so-
hands.
Honestly, it's
While this is going on, Elle dies.
Wow, you bee.
Rebecca actually wanted to send off her
save
character
you.
by having her character die, and I was trying to lead towards that. But I also I feel like if I made Elle die myself, then
Yeah, then
you
that's
guys
cheating.
would feel like it was cheap. So, but that's
I legit rolled a 1 though
but that's what she wanted.
on that
So
final ghost Voldemort attack. I legit rolled a 1. I also want to say I wasn't calling you the bee. I was calling Elle as Britta. It's all good. Alright, so we cool.
but I mean, I was going to say
So is Elle saying this? Is Elle talking to us and saying help somebody
I
out?
will say,
She
okay,
could.
I
Help
Actually,
Sarah
Actually,
out?
if you revive me, I could do corpse speak. And I could get her to say all of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 12 on medicine.
Sorry.
Robert has a 5 in knowledge and a 1 in medicine, and I rolled 2 6s.
That's very lucky.
well,
So-
first of all, Rebecca actually does want her character to end up dying. Second of all, the kind of deliberation between Scotty and Robert about who should be the one to choose with the stim pack, and then talking with Britta, that took a couple minutes too.
Yeah.
So
Did we at least save Sarah?
you did.
Can we use her Ouija board?
Ysera looks over and she's like, oh no, did you get to say goodbye? And she just casts corpse speak. That's what she does.
Okay, Britta is sobbing over
Yes.
Elle's body.
Yeah, I think
That's
we're all
not how
pretty
this
sad.
goes.
Reignite the spark of memory in a corpse deceased less than magic plus spiritism hours. If the head is intact, it may converse for magic plus spiritism seconds, which for you that's 7, right?
7.
So 70
And then I just
seconds.
rolled a 6 as well in case there needed to be any checks.
You do
so
need to
that's
make a
good.
check of at least 13 for this to work.
Yeah, which I just made.
Okay,
so-
excellent. So Elle can give one final message that would last up to 70 seconds. If you want, I can time it.
We're all around your body, just like
And
crying.
I don't think this is anything weird, by the way. I just go, did you get to say goodbye? And I just cast it without even asking. Like, you guys, if that's okay.
Oh my gosh, Elle, you're alive!
Oh,
No,
she just
Britta.
gets to speak really quickly.
Britta, she's gone.
But look, her lips are moving.
I love that you're taking.
You're wasting her 70
all of her
seconds.
speak time.
Elle,
I'm like,
do you
Yeah.
want... Should we have helped you?
No, it's fine. I never really saw I guess I never really saw anything. Had any dreams or hopes beyond getting through this. And I mean, with everything that was going on, I never really saw a life past pining away for something I could never have. So it's fine. I'm glad people with more were able to make it.
Oh, sweet baby, I hope there's hot angel boys coming for you.
Oh, that's such a you thing.
And that's such a you thing,
Okay.
Elle.
All right.
Thank you, Al. Does Scotty get to say anything? Come on, Scotty has to have
Thanks
a
for
word.
being the mother that I couldn't have, because you would always boss us all around. Rest in peace.
All right. And yeah, that is the last of Elle Lane, the Lady of Shalott. And just as she died the first time, she lies face up, with her arms crossed over her. And she's not on a boat. It's not like you're on a river or anything. But
We
she
bathe
seems-
her in our tears.
But she
and it becomes
seems
a lake.
peaceful. She seems at peace. And as I said before, the chaos that was, taking over the whole area has essentially melted away. The sun is shining, the clouds have gone. And the flux is also gone as well. Well, at least it's reduced in power, definitely. And you can those of you who are more in tuned with the flux, with the fluctuations, you can feel like there's less and less power by the minute. Not a lot, but just like a slow, petering out, essentially. You know that eventually everything will go back to normal, like it was several years ago, before flux events happened.
Are we still reawakened then?
You are still reawakened, yes. The way you are is, well, the way you are. You aren't instantly. Your memories, your personality, all of that is still there. However, it was the flux that caused people to reawaken as well. So more people will probably not reawaken if there were any descendants of people. So,
I'll never find Tristan.
except in the next life.
I guess I'll settle.
Yazira's trying to Yazira's trying to cast magic over a wand, and it's just going nothing's happening, and she's just getting really annoyed at it.
Robert is still
damn
over
it.
by Elle, actually. He's actually pretty upset.
Oh.
Thanks, Al. I'll make sure we'll get a plaque for you up in the office. It'll be nice, like you were, but
Oh.
thanks for being my friend. And Robert, he stands up and starts walking around to survey the damage that's been done.
Robert, do you want some help carrying her back to Valiant?
No, we'll just call the other... Just call it in on your iPhone. We got those other henchmen that'll do it.
What, the watch? Yeah.
I know, but I always use Al's phone, so I can't.
You can use mine.
Okay. And
I like the thought of that because I read what an iPhone is now, and it's in your eye.
Yeah.
So what, are you just like handing them your eye when you're passing over your phone?
I imagine, like, I'd be willing to imagine it's like it could be like maybe a certain model of like a contact lens or something.
Yeah.
That's still weird.
Okay,
but
they just popping out your contact lens. Here, use mine.
I go through a lot of iPhones. She gets a new one every time he uses it.
Getting a new one.
So I think we'll wrap up this. I'll record a separate epilogue for the other characters, and again I'll clarify with each of the other characters about the epilogue and whatever, but I'll record that separately. Those of you who are left, Ysera included, by the way, report back to Lancelot and Nimue and Merlin. They ask that you four remaining report back, and then Lancelot is sitting.
Ysera's been following Robert like devotedly. Everything he does, she's writing it down. Everything he says. Nice.
So Lancelot is standing there in his wheelchair. He looks a bit more haggard and tired than usual, and Nimue, like, she's usually very well kept, Vivian Nimue, but she's clearly, like, her migraines and visions have apparently been especially bad. Her hair is slightly disheveled. Merlin is fine; he's an AI. But yeah, Lancelot looks at all of you and says, "Well done. You did what I couldn't. What even King Arthur couldn't. What, honestly, all of Camelot couldn't. So, for that, we thank you." And he looks over to Nimue and to Merlin, and both of them, well, Merlin, like the personification of Merlin, they nod their heads solemnly. And Nimue explains, "You may have felt it, but the flux is depleting. If you did enjoy your flux abilities, enjoy them while they last. I suspect they will be completely gone." Merlin, how long was it? "According to my current calculations, miss, my guess will be that there would be no flux-related energies or events after a period of 2 months." But Lance speaks up again and says, "Well, and of course we will certainly miss Elle. She was surely one of our greatest warriors, and she should have been on the first round table, honestly."
Yeah, and you should have loved her, Lance, you son of a gun.
He stares daggers at you with that, and as if to say, now is not the time.
Oh, it's the time, though. But yeah.
But he will conclude by saying this. Right now, it is time for, well, the calm after the storm, the cleanup. The Watch will take care of most of that in our jurisdiction. We will continue to work with Bastion on that cleanup effort. For the work that all of you did, I am happy to meet with each of you individually. Yes, Scotty, we will discuss castles in our meeting.
Finally, some good news.
Thank you, all of you, for doing the forces of order proud. You are dismissed for now. And he too dismisses himself by kind of like rolling away on his wheelchair. And Nimue just kind of nods and she also leaves. Merlin is still there if you wanted to chat with him, I guess. But
Who wants to talk to Merlin?
You know, Merlin, we never had a chance to talk. You're a pretty cool dude, I guess.
Merlin, you creep me out.
thank you, Mr. Madigan and Mr. Roberts. My apologies.
Oh man, that just...
Honestly, that's Corpori-A. That is... There it is.
Jeez Louise.
Thank you.
I forgot to play in some parts because I was like, this is the ending!
So does Sarah and Anzio, do they get epilogues too?
Heck yeah, they do.
I'll ask Julz and Dawn if they want to. Otherwise, I'll come up with something.
My name's Ryan, and I am a horror junkie. I love to be scared. I also like to talk about scary things. If you want to listen to me talk about scary things, then subscribe to my new podcast, Shivers, Shivvers, part of the Necropodicon Network. You can find Shivers on iTunes, necropodicon.com, or wherever you get podcasts.